Hello, guys. Brad on YouTube with my thoughts on tonight's episode of American Idol. And the theme this evening was songs from the 21st century. And we have 7 remaining candidates for American Idol, starting with Scotty, who did Swinging by Leanne Rimes. And I thought that was a very interesting song choice because, as far as I'm concerned, Swinging is a John Anderson song that was recorded in the 1980s. But anyway, that's what he chose. And I didn't really think it was anything that special. He sang the song, and then he went down a couple registers and sang it real low, and even the judges weren't overly impressed. It just kind of seems to me that Scotty's on cruise control mode right now and just trying to coast by on his good looks and everything. And it'll be really interesting to see if he keeps getting the votes just based on just his looks and everything. Um, and being first, it'll be interesting to see if he can stay out of the bottom 3 this week. I don't think that should be the case, but if he has a strong enough fan base, he could be safe. But I think this will certainly be a vulnerable week for him if his fans aren't supportive. And number 2 was James with a song by Muse, and I thought it was going to be that song from Twilight, but it wasn't. It was a song called Uprising. And once again, I thought James was really good, very modern, and very good performance from him. Maybe not quite as dynamic as last week's performance, but still very good. And I think he should be safe this week. Number 3, we had Haley singing a song by Odell, and they said Odell was the best-selling album in the country, and I thought she did a pretty good job. I think a big improvement over her Blondie performance. But still, I'm not sure if it's good enough to keep her out of the bottom 3 because it's really tough right now with only 7 left. So she could be a bit vulnerable, even though I thought she had a solid performance. And number 4, we had Jacob, and he chose to sing Luther Vandross. Everybody says he's the carbon copy of Luther Vandross, and he sang a song called Dance with My Father, which was a very emotional song for him to sing because his dad died at some point. And I thought, again, Luther Vandross didn't seem like a very relevant choice for a 21st century theme week. I don't think too many people could name anything by Luther Vandross at all, let alone past the year 2000. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think it was quite as emotional as I had expected. You could tell that Jacob was a little bit tearful, but I don't think, there were too many wet Kleenexes at the end of the performance in the country after that. If anything, I think the emotional aspect affected his voice more than the voters. So I think Jacob is actually in big trouble this week. And in number 5 was Casey. He chose to sing Maroon 5's Harder to Breathe. And I was a little concerned when he chose that song, but when he actually started singing it, in the end, it turned out to be a great song choice for him. His style blended very well with that song, so he kind of took his style, blended it with a modern song, and I hope America got that and will vote him through because I really thought that was one of his better performances of late. Stefano sang Closer by Neo, and even though I'm not a big fan of Stefano, I thought he gave it his all. Came across a little bit like a stripper, prancing around the stage, and I thought he was going to start pulling off his clothing and stuff, but I think the voting audience will really be supportive of Stefano this week. I thought it was a big improvement over last week. I think Stefano does have sort of like a boy band slash dancer persona about him, so I think that suited him well, dancing around the stage like that. So it'll be interesting to see how Stefano does this week. I think he might actually be safe for another week after that performance, although he might kiss the bottom 3. And lastly, we have Lauren singing Born to Fly by Sarah Evans, and she ended this show with a great performance. I thought that was one of her better performances in many weeks. Very lively and fun, and I'm sure she'll be safe after that. So my predictions for this week, and these are kind of tentative because like I said, Scotty, I think he should be in the bottom three, but I think his fan base will keep him out of the bottom three. So I'm going to say we're looking at maybe Stefano, Jacob, and Haley, I think, are in the bottom three. But like I said, it's very hard. They were all pretty good, except for Scotty. And I'm going to say Jacob might go home this week. I don't think he picked a very good song. It was something relevant to him. I'm not sure if the audience is going to feel the same way, though. So I'm going to say probably the end of the road for Jacob. Hopefully the end of the road for Stefano, though. And Haley, well, I hope she's safe as well, but I think she might be in the bottom three, but who knows? We'll see tomorrow night. But that's my thoughts, and thanks for watching, guys.